Greetings and salutations, Michigan Ultimate Survivor League members. It is I, your commissioner, James L. Seagraves, coming to you from my home on a Tuesday morning edition of the Commissioner's Corner. That's right, we're getting right at it this week, Tuesday instead of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or even Saturday. This week, we're coming to you the day after all the action, folks, because my wife's taking the kids to the daycare/school. I was actually 5 minutes into recording this, and she randomly called me, so I had to start over. I'm not very happy right now, but still. So, we started this week with, I believe, 6 undefeated teams. We end this week with not 6 undefeated teams. Rough week for undefeated teams. There are 2 who have survived. Spoiler alert, maybe right around here. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, you can kind of see this. No, you can't see it. It's cool. So, we're going to start this week as we do every week with the bottom 10, okay? We're going to start off with, hey, let me tell you something. Chris Amos, a.k.a. Irish Shamrocks owner, had his team seized by government officials this week as the MUSL agents stormed in his house, took control of his team, and gave it to Tony and Ashley Cromwell's son, I believe, yes. Don't know his name. I'm a bad friend, perhaps. But here's the deal. Thought it might be genetic to be awesome at Survivor League skills. It obviously is not. Unfortunately, young Cromwell put up the lowest points of the week with 37. Welcome to MUSL, kid. Hopefully, you'll right the ship. But as of right now, you find yourself at the bottom. Will you pull a Drake and find yourself starting at the bottom? And now you're where? Damn, that's good coffee. Anyway. Ooh, I thought I spilled on myself. Second from the bottom, we got Bombers! Somebody break up the Bombers! We threatened to take his team away, and all of a sudden he's like, oh, hey, maybe I should submit a lineup. And you know what happened? The craziest thing happened. You won a game! What the hell is going on here? The Bombers were 0-6, had been pretty much abandoned, were one call away, Charlie Puth style, from having his team taken as well. And then my man Don Knapp said, hey, don't sleep on these guys. I'm going to get him to take over his team. He's going to start taking over the team. He's going to start doing lineups. He's going to do it. I'm going to get on his ass. Kudos to you, Don Knapp. You came through. You're good to your word. And the Bombers won for the first time this year, making it so there are 0-11 teams at the end of the year. Congratulations to you. However, you do find yourself at the next to last spot. There are only 2 teams that are... Oh, no, there's not, because the Wyans are 1-6 as well. Gary King's been submitting lineups every week, except for maybe one. He got randomized. Just not you, Gary. So you know what you need to do, Gary? Gary, what you need to do is submit super lineups. I want to play a game, Gary. Yeah, Gary, I want to play a game too, or at least you should want to, and actually win a game. If you haven't seen Living with Jigsaw, it's one of my all-time favorite little shorts from, like, I don't know, it's College Humor or something like that. It's hilarious. Billy, the puppet, moves in with... a roommate named Gary. That's what those references are from. It's obscure. Maybe some of you get it. Most you probably won't. Then we've got Bitches Back, who actually submitted a lineup, and lo and behold, the strangest thing is happening here, people. Bitches Back won a game, too. When you submit your own lineup, it's amazing how much better you can do. Just saying, love you, Kelly Fowler. Good to see you back. Maybe. Bitch is really back. The Apache Chiefs. Well, he's on a 3-game losing streak. Time to start pulling out those rain dances, friend. Because it ain't looking good for you, know what I'm saying? The Donkey Punchers. Well, here's a story. The Donkey Punchers, Will Green, is one of the founding fathers of the league. Been in this league every single year. And he is about to have his team yanked from him effective this week, unfortunately. Because, I mean, let's face the facts. He's been randomized like 3 or 4 weeks in a row. And that's got to show you there is no favoritism in this league. I'm loyal to the day, loyal as the day is long, but I'm also loyal to this league, and if you fucking abandon the team, you're going to get your team yanked. So sorry, Will, you're going to lose it. But not before you got randomized Marvin Jones Jr., who scored 4 touchdowns this week. First time a Lions player scored 4 touchdowns since 1940, I think it said, or 1960. One of the two. Either way, it's been a hell of a long time. And unfortunately, for Brady Bush, who is playing you this week, Marvin Jones Jr. went off. Caused you to win the game. Upset Brady Bush. Losing to a randomizer who got Marvin Jones Jr. That shit just doesn't happen regularly. So, tough loss there, Ashley. But hey, Not as big a loss as your kid had right here, you know what I'm saying? That was pretty bad there, folks. Let me tell you something. All right, number 66, we have Lisinski's Legends. He won again. He's moving up in the polls. He's up to 2-5 now with a 1-game win streak. The Black Hole! He's lost 4 in a row. Oof. Rob Bradley, no, not all's lost because your daughter is in the top 20. Spoiler alert. 99% luck, 1% heart. He's on a win streak. He won this week. Boston George has lost 4 in a row, and that is your bottom 10 teams. A lot of things to look up to, though. Bitches back, Bombers, Lisinski's Legends, 99%, all winners. All winners in my book, and in the rule book, too. We're going up to the top 20. Along the way, we'll see a few things. Toon Squad with a 4-game win streak. Kudos to you. Old Papa's Players, you down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. Winning 3 straight. Good job to you. Losing streaks, we have Fournetification, a 3-game losing streak, unfortunately, as well as your Carry On Wayward Son, 3-game losing streak. Not great. So then we're getting up here. Look at some of these fallers. Melissa's Meatballs was 20 last week. Falls all the way down to number 28. That's a big loss. Brady O'Bush, Stafford's, by the way, A Team Has No Name was number 19. Lost and fell all the way down to number 33. Holy crap. New Orleans Rock Chucks lost. Knocks him out of the top 20. Bring back the Butt Fumble 20. Okay, here we go. Top 20. Zeke's Relationship Corner. And bring back the Butt Fumble. Both Tom Farmer teams. Both 4-3. Zeke's falls from number 12 to down to number 20 with his 3rd straight loss. Zeke, time to get some counseling. Anyway, Jay Footman Clan's got a 2-game win streak. He's 5-2 now. Up to number 19. First time being ranked, I believe. My ball, Zach Ertz. 4-game win streak for Don Knapp. Don't sleep on him. Number 17, Hernandez Hitman with a 3-game win streak up to 5-2 with, whoa, why does this not have, where are my points at? There we go. We don't need this, Here we go, this is what we want. Oh, God, spoiler, I just showed you who is the top. Fudge. Anyway. Hernandez Hitman, 531 points. Better bring your A game. He's in the top 20 for the first time in a while. 16 with 538 points. Cloacal Kiss, 5-2, 556. None of these guys were ranked last week, as you can see this whole group here into the top 20. Weren't here last week. Can I get a hot chub? Loses this week. Goes down from number 10 to number 14. Still has 559. Still 5-2, obviously. Hockenstein, he won. He's won 4 in a row. That's a huge win streak. He went from 1-2 to 5-2, all the way up to number 13 for him. 569.22 points. Monstars lost to my wife, and I've never been prouder. 5-2, 581. And then Kikambas, winners this week, 606. He's in the 600 club. There's quite a few of them there now. Last week was only Town to Cromwell, but now there's quite a few in the 600 club. Now we're going to start looking for the 700 club. Wait a minute. Is this all some big religious ploy? Shit. Probably not. Anyway, Kakambas, 5-2, 606.91. Super Original, he's lost. He lost this week. Goes down from number 6 down to number 10. 621, though, still in that 600 club. He's going to be fine. Giggle. 3-game win streak up from number 13 to number 9 with 655 points. Mayfield's Chubb, 666.1. It's the mark of the beast. Look out. Mayfield's Chubb, number 11, and his Satanism all the way up to number 8. Good job. 5-2. It's got to be the top of the 5-2 teams. It is. Honolulu Blue Balls lost. He was undefeated prior to this week. Unfortunately, he lost. 574.43 points. These points are becoming more important with every passing week, people. So pay attention to the points. Password is Taco. Also was undefeated until this week. Lost. He's got 587. Sticks It In Ya was not undefeated previously. He's up from number 8 to number 5 with a 2-game win streak of 592. Granny's Baloney Curtains has won 3 in a row. He is 6-1 at 630. So he's in the 600 club. None of these other teams are in the 600 club, by the way. These 3 right here, still in the 500s. 500s, okay? Not quite there yet. Number 3, Play with Mike Ditka. 684. Number 1 in points still. But lost this week to, I believe he lost to Lisinski's Legends. I'll have to double check, but Lisinski's Legends, clutch. He's clutch. He's like the Lions. Loses the games they're supposed to win, wins the games they're supposed to lose. And then Bleeding Blue Bombers, 556 points. nowhere near the top, but 7-0, which means that the new number one team in the nation is Tony Cromwell's team. Defeated the curse of being undefeated for 1 week, but this week he lost. So, the new number one team in the nation is Tenacious D. 627.70. Josh Crampton's team. He has a ginger beard, if I've ever seen one. Hence, this picture right here. Love the man. Be nice if you played Magic sometime with his friend. These things called anniversaries, please. You gotta get your priorities straight, brah. Oh, that's good. Anyway, so that's where we stand. Hey, who's this handsome devil? That's where we stand. Let's take a closer look at the standings, shall we? We shall. Lebowski Conference. This stuff's starting to come into play here. Bleeding Blue Bombers, number 2 in the nation. Password is Taco, number 6 in the nation. Now, I may be mistaken, but I think these two teams may play each other this week. And they do. Let me tell you, this is a huge game, folks. I'm going to skip right to it. This is a huge game for Password is Taco and Bleeding Blue Bombers because they're number 6 and number 2, 1-7-0, 1-6-1. If Bleeding Blue Bombers wins this game, he'll be 8-0. Password is Taco will be 6-2, and he'll have the tiebreaker over Password is Taco. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad, Taco. If Taco wins, they will each be 7-1. Taco will have the tiebreaker, so Bleeding Blue Bombers still is okay. I mean, you got a lot to shake out. But if Bombers wins, Bleeding Blue, that is, not the regular, Bleeding Blue Bombers, he'll essentially have a 3-game edge on Password is Taco. So that is a critical game. Taco, Blue Bombers, get it together. I expect to see some all-star lineups this week because, I mean, it's big. Bleeding Blue Bombers wins that game. He has a 3-game edge with 3 games to go, and he'll have the tiebreaker. I'm not saying it's for the conference. It mathematically could be for the conference this week in Week 8 because you'd have 9, 10, 11. You have 3 games to go. The best. Nope. Yep. This is not for the conference, but it's pretty damn close. That's what I'm saying right now. If you win this week, the worst you can be is 8-3. The best he can be is 9-2. So, and you have the tiebreaker. So yes, not for the conference yet, but he goes. I mean, I'm going to say if you win this game, you're increasing your odds probably to like 90% you're going to win this conference. That's serious. That's a serious state of affairs. And after that, I mean, let's face the facts here, folks. Bleeding Blue Bombers wins this week. He'll be 8-0. The worst thing is 8-3. Guess what's happening right here? These teams right here are all 4-3. They would have to win out to even have a shot. So if he wins, he basically makes it a 2-horse race. Almost makes it a 1-horse race. So Bleeding Blue Bombers. I hope you watch this podcast. Same with Pat. I know Password is Taco watch these contests. I think you're actually related, correct? Is that true? No, Dom Valenti's Password is Taco. My bad. There's too many damn Taco teams. And too many Bombers. What the hell's going on right now? So, there we go. Pat Provost Sr. My man. You got to win this game. Although, it's not nearly as important for you to win this game as it is for Dom Valenti. Not to be confused with Dom Valentin or Dominic Valentin or Dominic Valenti. What? Valentine, Valentin, and Valenti. I know like 5 of them with the combination of Dom and Dominic. It's insane. I'm not sure if it's some like foreign language thing. Something's got to mean something. Yeah, I'm going to look that up later today. Anyway, the other guys, honestly, I mean, harsh reality, folks. If you're in that division or in that conference and you are not named Password is Taco or Bleeding Blue Bombers, chances are pretty good you're not going to win that conference. If Password is Taco does happen to win, you got a chance. Bleeding Blue Bombers wins, there's pretty much no chance for you. So, everyone in that conference should be a fan of Password is Taco. We're calling today Taco Tuesday, folks. Y'all need to rally behind him. Anyway, moving on to Kirk Lazarus Conference. We've got a 3-horse race right now. Play with Mike Ditka, Honolulu Blue Balls, and Hernandez Hitman. With Providence Power and Trump Up the Volume still in the race, but outsiders, okay? Coming up on the outside. I'm going to say 52 Shades of Clay and below. Very unlikely you're going to win with 3 games left. 8, 9, 10, 11. We have 4 games left, sorry. So 4 games left. The best you can do is 7-4. The worst he can do is 6-5. Very unlikely that's going to happen, but it could. So, but I'm going to say these 5 teams, I don't know if you heard that, but that was a good one. These 5 teams right here are still alive, but really Providence and Trump need a lot of help, but still possible. Then we go down here. This, to the Ron Burgundy Conference, this is a much, much bigger deal here. Okay, because here we have 3 5-2 teams, of which Can I Get a Hot Chub currently has the tiebreaker over Giggle /J Footman Can. Is it Can or Clan? I thought it was Can, but whatever. But then you have Zeke's relationship with Old Papa's Players, Hurricane Lennon, and Tallywhackers, all 4-3. Okay? These guys here, still very much in this race. And even, honestly, Alabama Muff Riders and Bare Naked Tigers, I think, are mathematically still alive. Concussion Protocol and below, unfortunately, you're not going to win the conference straight up because these teams are going to play each other. But play for points, especially Concussion Protocol, 538. That's not bad. Apache Chiefs, 434? What the hell's wrong with you, Kale? 434 points, 7 weeks in the season. Miserable. Shaming the family name. That's what you're doing right now. You're shaming the family name. And I don't mean shaming like shaman. I mean shaming. So, don't try your Indian shit on me, kid. Anyway, so that's what's happening there. This division is wide open. Wide open. Not so wide open as the next one, okay? Tenacious D, 7-0. Sticks It In You, 6-1. Have these two played each other? Let's find out. Let's find out. Man, it smells in here all of a sudden. Sticks It In You, Tenacious D playing Week 10. Oh, my God. Is it going to be good? Look at this right here. Sticks It In You, Tenacious D. If they ride out, it's going to be good. Now, Tenacious D has a hard challenge this week, though, as he's playing the number 10 team in the nation, which would be Super Original, who's only 2 games back. It's one of those situations, man. Super Original loses this one, he can kiss it goodbye, because he's 2 games back, and he'll lose a tiebreaker. So Super Original, you need to get that right, Paul W. Smith. You need it. You need this win. You really do. Down to the Frank Drebin Conference, where we have several teams still fighting for it. GBC, Monstars, and My Balzacker, it's all very much in the thick of it, with Bring Back the Butt Fumble, and a team has no name. And is that your final answer? Still mathematically alive in this one. Nasty Nutrient below, unfortunately, probably not going to happen. Yeah, the 3 and 4 teams, maybe. Very unlikely. It depends on who you play. Riverside got a win, looks like. Way to go, Riverside. I'm proud of you. Rolling with my homies. I think he might have got a win, too. Yeah. Not great. And, then we get down to the Brody Bruce Conference. This shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Yeah. I just quoted Gwen Stefani, people. That's how bananas this stuff is. So, better bring your A game. First place, he's got fewer points than Hockenstein and Mayfield's Chubb, and fewer than Kakamba's, but this means he's beaten some of these teams. By the time this shakes out, you'll play all the teams, so the tiebreaker will be much more accurate. But right now, Better Bring Your A Game has time. Let's see who he's played. Let's look and see. You click his name, and it's supposed to pop up. Then we go to schedule right here. He's beaten Hockenstein. He's beaten Mayfield's Chubb. And he's beaten Kakamba's. That means he's beaten all 3 of those teams. Holy shit balls. He's beaten all 3. Holy hell. Rob Jazerski, let me tell you, if you're going to win games, you win those games against those people. Wow. Hockenstein, let's look and see who he's beaten. Let's look at the tiebreakers here. Hockenstein has lost to Better Bring Your A Game. Hockenstein has beaten Mayfield's Chubb. And that's it. He still has to play Kakamba's. So that week 10 is going to be a big week, it looks like, people, down the road. That's a couple weeks away, though, so we got time. Mayfield's Chubb, we obviously know he's lost a couple of these. Has he played the third person in this tiebreaker? Plays Kakamba's this weekend. So, yeah, big time, big time. And then Kakamba's is even lower than that, which means he's probably lost all of those games. Kakamba's has lost to Better Bring Your A Game. He just beat the shit out of the black hole. Look at that, 144 points. Holy crap. But he has not played Mayfield's Chubb or Hockenstein, so he's actually in better shape than some of these people. So that's how that one breaks down. It's a 4-team race there, but then you also have Stafford's Bastards and Florida Farging Iceholes. Have either of these guys beaten any of these teams? Let's take a look. One of these days we'll do a complete breakdown of this, but they have not beaten Kakambas. They got pounded. They have not beaten Hockenstein. That's not good. They're playing Better Bring Your A game, and they have not played Mayfield's Chubb. So, kind of in control of their destiny. But that means that Florida Farging Ice Holes. Really? What is happening right now? This means that they lost to Kakambas in week 1 when the hurricane hit, so we had to get randomized. That could come back to haunt him. Just saying. They lost to Mayfield's Chubb by 2 points. Oh, my God. And they have not played the other 2 teams yet. So big games. You might not be ranked, but you have Florida Farging Ice Holes. You have 2 very big games coming up in the next 2 weeks. You win both of those, you'll be surprised where you'll be at the end. So that's where we stand right there. Looking forward to this week. I mean, we've already seen some of these games, but we're going to look again real quick. Let me just go through here. Wow, this did not scroll the way it was supposed to. All right, we're starting off with Young Cromwell squad taking on Toon squad. 2 squads here. 1-6 and 4-3. Corey Dull needs to win that game. Young Cromwell's got nothing to play for but pride and experience for next year. And also to play spoiler. Then this game right here. Password is Taco taking on Bleeding Blue Bombers. We've already explained that multiple times how important that game is. We got New Orleans Rock Chucks 4-3 taking on Built 4D Tough 4-3. That's a big game. We got Alan Harvey's squad taking on Squadrels 2-5s there. Not really a lot of significance playoff-wise, but it's always fun to see people play. We got a ladies' battle. Garrity, Cromwell, 4-3, both of them. Both still, I think, in the hunt, I believe. We just went over. The Donkey Punchers with their new owner taking a 99% luck, 1% heart. Rocky Keeling not having a good week. Not having a good year, I should say. Now You See Me, Now You Don't taking on Honolulu Blue Balls. Frazier is just disappointing this year. 2-5. You should come see me at Verizon. Maybe I can teach you some strategy in this game. Trump Up the Volume taking on Cheechki. 4-3 and 3-4. Nab Nights Taco Tuesday. Looking through here. Lisinski's Legends is on a hot streak. Look out. Taking on 52 Shades of Clay. Oh, Jeffrey Arbogast versus Tony Cromwell. Dublin Drunks versus play with Mike Ditka. Jeff's not having a good year, unfortunately. Giggle taking on Jay Footman Clan in a 9 versus 19 matchup. We've got 14 versus 20. Can I Get a Hot Chub versus Zeke's Relationship Corner. That's obviously a very big game. 5-2 versus 4-3. We've already talked about Tenacious D and Super Original taking on each other. That's a huge game for both teams. Going down here, we have Monstars versus My Balzac Hurts. My Balzac Hurts with a chance to really prove a point here, going a 5-game win streak. Knock Monstars out. That would be huge because these guys are tied right now. And going down, we've also got Kakambas taking on Mayfield's Chubb. Huge game. And we've already talked about Florida Farging Ice Holes versus Hockenstein. So, yeah. A lot of big games. This is why we love this particular league. You get down to the middle, second half of the season, it's every game becomes seemingly super important. And I won this week with Daniel Jones at quarterback, so that helps. Although I also did use Saquon Barkley. But anyway, so there we go. Wife's just showing up. Perfect timing. Look at this timing. Look at this timing. Well, see you next week. Okay, bye.